Yes, welcome to this new video. You're watching G series, and today we're gonna take another look at the Bitcoin price. We're gonna see what happened since last video. We're gonna take a look at the recent price action to see where we're standing today, and then I'm gonna do my predictions and see what my plan is for the coming future. And let's just start by looking at the big picture. We're looking at the monthly chart on the logarithmic scale. We see these beautiful waves of Bitcoin bull markets and bear markets that are influenced by the halving. If we're gonna zoom into like last year, we see a beautiful move up, and like if you look at the recent, like the last couple of months since March, so basically since last video, we've been going down a little bit. We've been ranging a little bit, but it's actually looking really good. If we see here, we see that last all-time high of last bull market of like 2021. We are kind of like experiencing that all-time high as a resistance, which is very normal. Like if we look at other all-time highs, they have caused some problems as well in history. Like they've also been causing some resistance. Even here, the 20k doesn't look like resistance, but if we're zooming in to the weekly, for example, we see that we had a little bit of resistance as well. It's hard to break through an all-time high, and these were just singular tops. This was a double top, and as you can see, it's very hard to go through, but it's not looking bad. It's actually, to me, it's looking very good. I was telling in the last video that I made in March that we were going very quickly, that we moved up very quickly. Like this move was, for me, it was a little bit unexpected. It went so quick, so it's good to reset a little bit, to slow down a little bit now. And if we zoom in, we see it's actually not really bad. This is now the weekly. We can see that we had this little volume node. We tested it beautifully in the last drop down, and we recovered very strong. And if I'm gonna remove these levels, we can see that we are clearly in a little bit of a downtrend. We see lower highs and lower lows, and from here it's just waiting until we break the high in the market, and that's like the really important level, because that's previous all-time high. It's very important to break this. We already tried a few times. So far we failed. But once we break through it, I think we can expect the next big move up, like to the new all-time high, to the bull market peak. And I think next move, once we break the all-time high, we're gonna go crazy. If we look a little bit closer and zoom into the daily, we can see the moves more in more detail. What can I say? We've just been going down. We had a drop recently. We recovered a little bit as well, and it's basically just a waiting game now. It's just waiting. Watch very closely what's gonna happen, and I think it's a very good moment to think about about the big move up. That's about the like the blow of top, to make a plan, to prepare for that. I think it's a very good time right now to think about that, how you're gonna react, and what's your plan for that. So that's what I'm doing as well. And of course, it's also possible to drop down even further. Like we're still in a downtrend. We could like range here a little bit, try to go up, fail again, go down even lower. In last video, I drew this box. It was this one. It came from this little volume node and the start of this impulse. I explained it in the last video. We can see that we tested already. But of course, it's also possible, if we just keep on going with this downtrend, to get into the box, start ranging here, find maybe even support all the way back here. But I think eventually we'll go up. We will break the all-time high, and a big move is gonna come. It might be yeah, it might come very quickly from now. It could take months. You never know. But my what I think, like my feeling says, it's gonna be this year that we break the all-time high. And that's what I explain in a lot of videos. I gonna show it if I remove this really quick. Get rid of this buy box. We've touched it. And I talked about this chart many times. I drew it a long time ago. I think I never changed it actually. And yeah, as you can see, after the halvings, you get these big run up, like the bull market, then the bear market, and a quiet phase. Halving creates a bull market, then the bear market, quiet phase. Like in the last bear market, we got a quiet phase, but it went so quickly. Now we had a halving. We are kind of struggling a little bit. We are going back to the green line, which to me is very good. And I think another impulse will come, get us to the bull market peak. And yeah, basically what I want to say is that I'm not worried at all. I think it looks very good. All the indicators are resetting as well. We're gonna take a look at that as well. The buy box, yeah, I didn't buy Bitcoins. I did buy Ethereums. We went below 50k, so that's for me. Like, I don't want to buy more Bitcoins at the moment, but for someone else, 50k would be very good moment to start buying Bitcoins, because there could be a 2x if you believe in 100k Bitcoin for this bull run. So yeah, I didn't buy. I bought Ethereum. We're gonna take a look at that as well at the end. But now let's focus on some indicators, and we'll start with the relative strength index, the RSI. Yeah, and as you can see, currently it's at 40, around 50 actually, which is a very good moment. When I made the last video, we were here at 80. I said like that's way too high. I wouldn't buy here. I was like very careful and a little bit scared actually. They would get that we would get a crash or something. But it's not. We're not doing too bad. We're just ranging a little bit. We're going down by a little bit, but nothing crazy in my opinion. And yeah, indicators are resetting, which looks very good. If you look at the monthly as well, that one is back to 60. If you look at the daily, I don't know if that makes any sense to look at that, but yeah, in the last drop off we went to 30. Right now we are around 50 as well. It's all looking very good. So that's about the RSI. Let's look at the CPBI, one of my favorite indicators. At the moment it's at 60. When I made the last video, we were here in March, just before the halving. It was going to orange. I was like, that's like high. That's strange that it's already this early. So like this color. Then yeah, I said I would be careful now. We're going to yellow now, and that would be interesting to buy more. But I'm not really interested in Bitcoin right now. I'm more interested in Ethereum. But Bitcoin, if you just look at Bitcoin, I think it looks very good. I'm gonna keep holding, and I'm preparing for my exit strategy. For this bull run. And if you look at the fear and greed index right now, it's neutral. Yes, the extreme fear last week was a little bit of greed. Last month is fear. You see that we got a little bit of more fear in the market compared to last time, which makes sense, of course. If you look at the last year here, you can see when did I make the video? I made the video in March. It would be here, like this period where we had a lot of greed in the market. Been going down ever since, and we even got to fear, extreme fear over here. And yeah, you know what they say be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. So I think right now we gotta be pretty greedy. It's a good moment to buy the dip. If you look at the stock to flow model, I never show this one, but it's an interesting model. I don't know if it says anything about the price. I don't know how accurate that's gonna be. If we're gonna follow like the red line of the stock to flow model, that one says we could go all the way to 400k in this bull run in 2025. I'm not gonna say it's not possible. like I have to. I think you should. Of course everything is possible in crypto, I guess. So just keep it in mind. For me, 100k, I would be very happy with 100k, and I think we will get it pretty easy. I think we can go higher as well, but from 100k, I really wanna watch the indicators closely and start selling. If you look at the color, which I'm very interested in, it just says like how many days is it until the halving. Right now we are in a red color. If you look in history, after the red color, always impulses. It's always followed up by a big impulse. So yeah, what do you think is gonna happen now? To me, this is a pretty clear signal with all other indicators that we could have another impulse very, very soon. If we look at the rainbow chart, you can see that we spent a long time of a cycle of the bear market and the beginning of the bull market, and that even around the halvings we are in the like blue and green area. Right now we've touched green, we've been back to blue, but it's looking very, very good, and we could go like you can see here to yellow, orange, and right now these are like 200k, these levels. So who knows, we can even reach 200k in the next cycle, or stock to flow, maybe even 400k. You never know. You should really think about it for yourself, I think, and make a plan. Then let's go back to Bitcoin. And yeah, about the news, we had the halving as since last video. We got a Bitcoin ETF, which is very exciting. We've got some bearish news as well. That's why we are kind of consolidating right now. About Mt. Gox, I was gonna like give a lot of Bitcoins back, which would cause selling pressure a lot. We've also had bullish news of Trump, who supports Bitcoin, and he's running for president. That could be very great if we have a US president who is supportive to Bitcoin and crypto. But yeah, the biggest news are the ETFs. We have a Bitcoin ETF now and an Ethereum ETF, and there's so much money flowing in, and yeah, that's really gonna drive us into the next like big run, I think. And that's it for Bitcoin, I would say. I'm just very, very lazy. I am watching it. I'm not doing too much, and I'm just waiting for the next impulse. And it's looking very good to me. If you look at Ethereum, last video I said I would be interested in 2,500, and as you can see, we've been there. We even went down all the way to almost 2k, and yeah, I think it's a very good retest for Ethereum. If you look at the logarithmic scale, I still believe in the 10k bull market top, and I expect it before 2026. I expect it next year in 2025, and yeah, Ethereum to me looks also very good. We are like in a big trend up. We've got these big moves, and yeah, I think this is a very valid level of support, and we could start building a new impulse here. It's very important to gain the last drop off, and then take out these resistance levels, and then move up and test a new all-time high. Then the reason I'm so interested in Ethereum is because of this chart. It's the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, and you can see that Ethereum is underperforming Bitcoin heavily, but I expect in the next impulse and in this bull market that Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin. And yeah, as you can see, we're compared to Bitcoin, I would say Ethereum is very underrated right now. It's very lagging behind. While we also have an ETF and very bullish news for Ethereum, and I just think there is a lot of potential in Ethereum. I think if if the bull market top is going to be 10k, what I expect, that would be a 4x on your money right now. And for Bitcoin, it's like at 50k, it was just 2x. Now we're already at 60k. So yeah, I'm very interested in Ethereum right now. I think it's a safe play, and yeah, I am very excited to see the next impulse. I am gonna buy more in this dip, and then it's just waiting, and don't stress too much, and enjoy life. So that's what I'm gonna do, and yeah, I'll see you at the next video. Bye bye.